welcome back to Hannah's Happy Home. My name is Hannah and today's video is going to be a packing video. We are going to be packing a ton of stuff here in the whole house. If you haven't seen my previous moving related videos, then you don't know what's going on and the fact that we're moving, so make sure that you go back and watch those videos so that you can understand what's going on here in the next few weeks. We are hopefully going to be moving in a couple of days, so I've been in full-on packing mode, especially the day that I filmed this video. So I filmed this video right here one evening, and then the next day I filmed all day long. So right here, this was at the evening time, and then here in a little bit it will switch to the next day and we will pack all day long. My house is starting to look so empty, it's crazy, and I've been donating and selling so much stuff. I should have kept track of how much stuff that I've sold and donated so far, but it's been a lot. It's felt so good to declutter, and when you move, it's a great time to go through everything and just get rid of stuff that you don't need. Declutter, only pack and take stuff with you that you actually need and want and use on a regular basis. Don't bother packing up and hauling all of this stuff that you don't even use, and us especially, since we're just moving into a temporary rental and then we will be moving again in a couple of months to a house that we own. So we're going to be moving twice, so I don't want to be moving a ton of unnecessary stuff. So the question of the day for today's video, I've been thinking, especially today while I was packing, I was thinking about what kind of easy meals I could have on hand to have for like as we're moving, and when we first get moved into the house, I'm not going to have everything unpacked to make like this huge meal. So I want to have some easy meals on hand. Maybe I need to make like some freezer meals or something. Just leave your suggestions down below if you've moved before or if you have some ideas of some easy meals. Okay, so now it's switched to the next day. As you can see, I'm wearing a different outfit. So before we were packing in the evening, and then I just had to stop because I was getting tired, and I just continued on here the next day, and I realized that I needed a lot more bubble wrap than what I had bought. I think I bought a 50-foot roll of bubble wrap, and I've already used up the whole thing because once I started packing up the kitchen, I just went through it super fast because you're using a ton of it. So I would recommend definitely getting more than one roll of bubble wrap. I've been trying to pack room by room, like packing a whole room and then moving on to the next room like everybody suggests, but it's been hard until like you're actually only a couple days away from moving because you're using the stuff that's in each room. And so I just was sort of like packing here and there. I would declutter certain areas, but now I'm actually getting down to it and I'm working room by room. Here I was just going through the boys' whole room. I took all the decor off the wall. I basically emptied the whole room besides what toys they had left in there and their clothes and shoes and their bed, obviously, but everything else I just took out to the living room. Okay, so I'm officially done in the boys' room. Ignore they're not matching sheets right now. It's because I'm washing sheets. but the walls are bare. I get everything off of the floor. Walls are bare over here, and then this, I just left everything in here. We're just going to move this with all of the bins in it. Maybe I can like wrap it or something so that they don't move. I'll wait to take the curtains and that until moving day. I still need to take this basket out there, but I got this closet completely empty except for their dresser and this table. I can't move that table until we move the dresser, so we'll just take those on moving day, but the shelves are empty, the closet's empty, and I'm not going to bother sweeping the the floors until we get moved out of this house, because with all this packing and moving, there's just no point. I'd be constantly sweeping. So I'm using the living room as a holding room for everything that's already packed and ready to go. So here is what I've got over here so far. This is organized. All of this over here is for the living room. All of that stuff back in that corner is for the living room. And then from this box all the way over to here is the boys' bedroom. So they've got a ton of stuff right here. Then this stuff over here is just like stuff that would go in a garage or a closet. So yeah, I'm trying to group things by what room they go into, so it'll be easier to unpack everything into the house. Over here, I've got stuff that I'm either selling or donating. I've already donated and sold a ton of stuff. I should have been keeping track of it all, but I've got even more here that I'm gonna donate and sell. Once I had the boys' room finished, then I headed into the master bedroom to start getting this packed up, and I started here in the closet. And if you'll remember, it was probably a couple weeks ago, maybe like a month ago, that I went through our master bedroom closet and I decluttered it. I got rid of a ton of stuff. I knew back then that we were moving. I hadn't told you guys yet, but that was one of the reasons why I was trying to declutter my closet, and I was trying to go through different areas of my house and go ahead and get it decluttered. That's one of the best things that you can do before you even start packing your house, is to go through the areas, especially the areas in your house that are the most cluttered, and just declutter them, get rid of a ton of stuff, go through all of your closets and your dresser drawers. I went through and got rid of a ton of my clothes that I wasn't wearing. So I got everything packed up and moved out to the living room except for our clothes and our shoes. I just left those in here. We'll wait until like the day before we move to get all of those packed up. But all the shelves in the closet are empty and most of the floor. And a little tip is to make sure that you utilize your suitcases, because you can pack stuff in there. If you don't have to pack clothes into them, then use them to pack shoes into or something like that. I packed all of my husband's shoes into the 2 smaller black suitcases that we have. Now it is time to take a break from all of this packing and have some lunch. And for lunch today, I made myself one of these oven-ready meals from Home Chef, and Home Chef is sponsoring today's video, so a big thank you to them. The 2 meals that I got in my Home Chef box was the Carolina barbecue chicken with cheesy broccoli, and then also this steak with pesto sauce. So we're gonna have the steak for supper tonight, and then for lunch I'm going to have this oven-ready meal that is the Carolina barbecue chicken. This is so good. Me and my husband had one of these for lunch the other day, and I had one left to have for my lunch today. Home Chef meals are so awesome to have on hand while I'm packing and I don't have a lot of time to cook. Especially these oven ready meals are so awesome because I just put everything into the pan and stick it in the oven. It literally takes me like a minute or 2 to piece together, and I don't have to get out a pan and get it dirty, especially if I'm packing up the kitchen, because these oven ready meals, they come with a disposable pan, so you don't even have to wash dishes afterwards. I love the wide variety of meals that Home Chef has over on their website. It's always exciting to get to choose what meals I want to get delivered that week, and you can choose how often you get your meals, whether you want them every week or once a month, or you want to take a break for a while. It is up to you how often you get your Home Chef meals. I highly recommend them. Use my link down below to sign up with Home Chef, and use my code HANNAH80 to get $20 off of each of your first 4 boxes, equaling a total of $80 off. An amazing deal, so be sure that you give Home Chef a try and get your first Home Chef box delivered to your door. After lunch, I got started on packing the kitchen, and I got one of these glass divider kits at Home Depot. You just put it inside of one of their medium-sized Home Depot boxes. But before I started packing up the glasses, I wanted to go through them all and get rid of a bunch of them because we hardly use any of these glasses. And I was able to just go ahead and pack up all of the glasses and the cups because we each have our own water bottle that we keep in the fridge, and that's basically all that we drink out of all day long besides our coffee mugs. So we didn't really need anything else to stay in the cabinet for the next couple of days. I found these two laundry baskets in the closet the other day when I was decluttering. I forgot that I had them, and I thought these are going to be great when I'm packing up the kitchen. I can put like my blender in one with the pots and the pans and the baking dishes, different things like that. Items that I'm going to be taking out and putting away as soon as we get to the rental because they're things that I use on a daily basis. It's also just easier to carry these heavier items in a big thing like a laundry basket as opposed to a box. And then I got one of these white bins from the Dollar Tree. I have a couple of these on hand, and I wanted to fill up one of these bins with things from my kitchen that I use on a daily basis, just to have it at the top of one of the boxes that I can pull out as soon as we get there. Like, there's probably only 5 different spices that I use throughout the week. The other ones I only use every once in a while, so I just put those spices in there. The baking supplies that I used often, different things like measuring cups, and in case I want to make cookies when I get there. I just tried to put things that I use often in this little white bin, and I'm going to have this at the top of the box just so that I'm not digging through the whole box to try to find things that I use on a daily basis. Are getting to the end of this video. I hope that you guys enjoy getting to see me pack the house, and I made the decision today while I was trying to pack and film at the same time that I'm not going to film any more of the packing. I just have too much packing to do, and it makes it take twice as long when I'm trying to film it all. And plus, if I put up a ton of packing videos, that would probably get boring to you guys. So this will be the only packing video that I'm going to upload. Of course, I'll have the moving video and all that kind of stuff, so be sure that you stay tuned for that. Maybe when we move for the second time out of our rental, I'll do like a whole video on packing tips and tricks, because after moving twice in a couple months, I'm sure I will be a little bit more experienced at it. And thank you again to Home Chef for sponsoring this video. Be sure that you go and click the link down below and use my coupon code to get $20 off of each of your first 4 boxes for a total of $80 off. Be sure that you're subscribed. Click the red subscribe button down below and the bell beside of it to turn on your post notifications. Make sure that you turn on all notifications, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!